Keywords. Business buzzwords matter in your resume, your CV. Here is why. Today's topic fascinates me, and it's why many learned business professionals let themselves down and wonder why their resume is failing to generate interests and calls for an interview. It's one of the most overlooked and misunderstood parts of resume CV writing. Keywords and business buzzwords. If you're not using the right words, you're not just underselling yourself, you are invisible. It's as simple as that. Keywords and buzzwords help you. I'm Martin Buckland. I'm a global executive resume and CV writer. Today, here is the truth. Your resume or CV goes into the black hole. That black hole is an ATS, otherwise known as the Applicant Tracking System, a database used by HR professionals and executive recruiters. When they search that database, they don't just scroll through hundreds of resumes. They look for they type in buzzwords or keywords for that particular job, not just random ones. They're business, skill specific, functional, industry based buzzwords that relate to the job that they are hiring for. If you have no keywords, you are gone. Then your resume just sits there in this sophisticated ATS system and will never be extracted. You might be perfect for the role and have 120% of the skills required, but if you haven't included the right terms, the right buzzwords, the right keywords, you're not getting called. What kind of keywords do you need? Let me break them down and simplify them. So business buzzwords. These are the general but strategic buzzwords like executive leadership, resource management, budget, and P&L. They encompass all functions. Functional keywords related to your area of expertise. So for example, in finance, use terms like treasury, management discussion and analysis, IFRS, risk management, and internal controls. For operations, Lean Six Sigma, supply chain management, vendor management, contract negotiations, change management, continuous improvement. Number 3, skill-specific keywords. These might come from certifications, platforms, or various tools that you use. For instance, Salesforce, Tableau, Python, KPI tracking, risk mitigation. And then number 4, level-specific keywords. Your rank matters. If you're a C-suite, include something like board reporting, board presentations, the enterprise strategy, corporate governance. And then if you're a senior manager, buzzwords could include talent management, budget, P&L, or performance management. Number 5, industry buzzwords. Each industry has their own language. For instance, in oil and gas, you use upstream and downstream EHSE compliance. And in pharmaceuticals, you use clinical trials, regulatory submissions. Where do you find these right buzzwords, these keywords? Simple. Start with the job posting that you are applying for. That advert is like gold to you. It's telling you exactly what they want. You just have to mirror it and do it intelligently. So mirror the buzzwords, the keywords that they are looking for. Highlight both the hard skills and the soft skills. Look at the technology tools. Look at the verbs. Look at how they describe the responsibilities. Then weave those into the same keywords verbatim when possible, into your professional title under your name, your summary paragraph, the skills or core competencies section. That is the most vital section. That is where ATS concentrates on. So the skills or core business competencies or value add section, your bullet points and your achievements based on that STAR story that I keep on talking about when I do my other presentations: situation, task, action, result. So include some of those buzzwords in your STAR stories. Then you can play a game with yourself. This is what I get my clients to do, to understand their keywords, their buzzwords. Imagine your resume, your CV is inside an ATS. What business, functional, skill, level, industry, and sometimes geography buzzwords would you type in to find your resume so it comes out? So let's say you're a head of marketing. Would you enter executive leadership, B2B, B2C digital marketing, digital transformation, agency management, experiential marketing, omni-channel? So this game reveals, it's very thought-provoking, whether your resume or CV is written to compete with in the real world or just look pretty. We're not after pretty, we're after competition. So common mistakes. Here is where so many professionals fail. They use weak action verbs at the start of each bullet, like increased, dynamic, and results oriented, but with no context, zero context. They focus on duties, not outcomes with keywords. Worse still, they send the same, yes, the same generic resume to every role. You need to spend every job you apply for, you need to spend 20 minutes or so customizing it to that particular job, extracting the buzzwords, the keywords from what they're looking for, and put them in your resume, your CV. That's where you're going to get extra traction and more calls for interviews. Never, ever, ever send generic resumes out. They don't perform, never perform. So always customize. This is where customize is critical. Every application needs that keyword, that buzzword alignment. So here's my bottom line for you. Keywords are not optional. They are mandatory. They are the hooks that grab attention in a digital age of resume, CV writing, and subsequent processing by the ATS. Without them, you're not even in the game. I'm Martin Buckland. Your career is your business. Manage it like a business. Is your resume, your CV performing? Want some free, no obligation, no sales pitch advice? If so, I provide a free 30-minute resume critique over Zoom. Send your resume to the address below here, and we can arrange a mutual time. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. I have clients all over the world. Doesn't matter where you are. We can mutually arrange a 30-minute Zoom call, no obligation. And I will say it as it is, because there's only one kick of the can here. So that's your resume critique. And for more honest and practical career tips, visit my YouTube channel, Martin Buckland. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you will never miss a new video. So hopefully, as I wrap this up, you now understand the benefit, how crucial that keywords or buzzwords, business, functional, skill, level, industry, and sometimes geography, buzzwords, keywords are to you getting that interview. Because a resume doesn't get you a job, it gets you the interview. And you need to have those right keywords in your resume and customize it every time you apply.